In the beginning of the pandemic, it was definitely down because it was so stressful. And also the unknown, because it was just like, I don't know how dangerous this is. I don't know if I'm already sick or not. I had to force myself to kind of stop cleaning things coming into the house. Because when you're cleaning it, you're just like afraid all the time doing it. When you're not cleaning it, it's just like a little bit of normalcy back in your life. I truly just don't want to see anyone if they're not vaccinated. So I do have to say no to a lot of people. And it does suck because I think like, I don't want them to think I don't want to hang out with them. I do always think of what I could be doing. Would like plan out the whole dates together basically. It would be like, okay, we'll have breakfast here, we'll study for this long, then we'll have lunch here. I can't move too much around, or it's a condo, you know, it's just like in my room or living room, basically, that's all I can do. I do have more good days than bad days. Part of it has to be getting used to it, but it's still scary to go out anywhere. By go out, I mean literally just step outside of my door. When I'm throwing trash away, I always see at least like one other person when I'm walking there. It's a little scary. As it's been going on, it's been getting better. The way I'm just thinking of it is that all I can do is take precautions. I think I'm better adjusted now than before. At the same time, I'm kind of progressing.
I find it like a little weird for myself that my mental health started to clear up more and more as like the pandemic progressed. Almost kind of like my body purging everything. I guess I just wasn't really ready to be in my apartment 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I was seeing like literally nobody. I didn't even see my family for probably like 2 months. I love being alone. I like being alone in the sense of solitude. Isolation versus solitude, if that makes sense. Everything definitely has a heightened sense of intensity nowadays, where you're just like afraid to actually be face to face with somebody. I've been trying to like live calmly, but it's just hard to when everything else isn't. I used to be extraordinarily anxious from middle school all the way up into the middle of college. If I were to like really explain it to somebody, I think I would kind of focus more on inadequacy. Like you're running on a treadmill on the sidewalk. The road is not moving under your feet. I'm doing all these things and I'm supposed to be getting somewhere mentally. Everything just seems to end with just like another roadblock, another dead end. And I think that's might be part of being in college in general. You do all these classes and you're just like, oh fuck, another semester. Now that I'm graduated, I have no idea what I'm doing with myself. I'm like too stuck in this like mindset. Time not being work or career productive is wasted in a sense. That's why I think I focused a lot on photography. I get to go out every day, take photos of things, interact with people. Something like that like constantly keeps you rolling a little bit.
I'm taking it easy with school, and that's because I had like a mental health crisis. I've just kind of been forced mentally to not work as hard. One of the main issues I was working on was this like brain fog, zoning out kind of dissociation problem. In November, I was incapacitated mentally, off schedule, not really able to focus on schoolwork. I like learning, I like reading, I can't even do this, and I want to do it. And I had anxiety at that point too. I had avoidance anxiety. Because I knew it was going to be hard, I also had this conflicting feeling of I don't want to do it because then I have to think about how hard it is. Suddenly, I was forcing myself to go to this one coffee shop every day. I did it in a timely fashion. I would meet people there, do work with them, and so I was able to get a schedule going. Going somewhere was an easy way for me to build up a routine. And it was working. I was hopeful. My brain is like returning to normal after, all this stress that's been put upon me. And then one day I just couldn't go anymore. I had to go and do everything, all my work at my dad's house, and I don't get along with my dad. So it was really hard because it just shattered this routine that I had built for myself. COVID was like this hand that like took the fray and just unraveled the whole tapestry in my life because of that one little thing that was actually helping me so much. Now I'm like at point A again, right? Just being on campus, it can be helpful too because it's like everybody's working, everybody's kind of together. Meanwhile, if like I'm not on campus, I kind of feel like I'm the only student in the world sometimes. Not only how has COVID affected me because things are closed down, but how has COVID like affected people stuck in a place where they just can't function. When we think of COVID, like the main thing is like isolation, but there's so many other ways that isolation affect other things that are unrelated, such as having a routine, such as having a space to live in. And those things are like so critical to somebody's life. There's a pro to it, which is just having the time to figure things out. And I don't want to take that for granted once this whole thing is over.